Hey, what is up, guys? We are here with this month's version of the patch breakdown. Now, normally I would just show off all the changes and talk to you guys about them, but since the patch still isn't out on Xbox One, I'm going to be going out of town soon. Thought I would just talk about some of the changes and give my thoughts on them. So let's talk about some of the general changes first. One of the biggest ones, absolutely huge, is that a lot of the normal attacks that were supposed to be 0 or negative on block got changed, like bugged out, and were +2. Or 0. So really, really weird. A lot of those were Kung Jin's. He had a bunch of different ones, like his 1-1, his 4-3, his overhead strings, all of them. And another character was Kano. His back 1 was actually like plus on block, I think, before. It was like +2. And yeah, it was really, really weird. I don't know why that happened, but they fixed it now. His back 1's like -2, I think, or something like that. So that was a nice fix. Another thing is that they fixed a lot of the issues with matchmaking, and now they let you filter out the bad connections a little better in ranked. And they also fixed the connection bars. Apparently there was an issue before where that wasn't happening, like they weren't correctly being filtered out, so that's nice. You also can't match normals in continuous block stun anymore, which is really good against characters that had multi-hitting stuff like Venomous Devora's, Bug Spray, that before you could just kind of mash jab through it, and they fixed that. So character specific fixes. One of the ones that's most important, I think, is Cassie's Hollywood. 434 is now no longer special cancelable, and it's a hard knockdown, I think. Or is it? No, it's a splat knockdown. It's not a hard knockdown. So yeah, no longer able to be special canceled, which is a really big change for this character. Also, this move was one of those ones that was 0 on block last patch. Now it is -8. Airmac had a really big fix where before, I don't know if you guys know, when he was in Spectral Variation, his air like blast thing was building him a whole bar of meter on whiff instead of like, 1/10 of a bar of meter or whatever it was supposed to be. So that's pretty big. Goro got a really big buff. He now has an overhead, so he has some pretty legit mix-ups. Jason got a bunch of bug fixes that weren't supposed to be happening before. I don't know. I mean, he's a brand new character, so bugs are definitely going to happen. Jax can't combo off his X-Ray, which I think was pretty big because he got a free dash punch before, so he could do like so much damage off of his X-Ray. Johnny Cage's change doesn't sound big because all it says is adjusted some hitbox to hit crouching opponents. But what was happening before is that a lot of Johnny's mids were hitting high, which means his pressure really wasn't as strong. Now he got some buffs. Johnny looks really scary. Katana got a ton of bug fixes that I'm not going to cover, but I definitely recommend checking them all out. There's a whole bunch of them, especially fixing their Infinite and Mournful. Kung Jin got a bunch of changes. His EX cartwheels no longer plus. His 1-1, forward 2 4 string, and forward 2 4 3, and his forward 3 are no longer plus. He got a bunch of scaling changes too. So before Kung Jin, right, he could do maybe 40% meterless if he got the right hit, but now he's going to do about 34% or something like that. So he lost about 5 to 6% almost on all of his combos. And for a bar right now, he's doing like 34, 35. He's not hitting 43% before. So he got a pretty big damage change. Tempest Kung Lao actually got a really big change. So his hat spin got, can be comboed after on hit, which is absolutely huge. And he also got, a block fix on it. So before it was really negative, but now it's actually safe, which is really, really big for that character. Quan Chi got a couple of changes that are pretty interesting. So in Summoner, he could rapid fire his bat before, because for some reason when the bat disappeared, when it was fired and blocked, it would reset the cooldown on it. Instead of, what it was supposed to happen was the bat was supposed to get the reset cooldown when it disappears. But yeah, before he could rapid fire machine gun his bats, and that wasn't supposed to happen. But in Warlock, he got a little buff. He got a armor move, which was really important because this character's biggest weakness is his lack of armor, and having an armored move definitely helps him out a lot. Raiden got some damage nerfs. He was doing ridiculous damage before, and now they kind of fixed it. Same thing with Kung Jin, same kind of thing. Still does really good damage, but before he was putting out way too much. Shinnok got an overhead, which is absolutely massive. Like, this was like the biggest thing for Shinnok, because before he had this standing reset, but it was either throw, left or right, or low. That was his mix-up. Now he has throw, left or right, plus he has the overhead, which is absolutely huge for him. Sub-Zero actually got a really big change as well, and the fact that his clone now disappears if he ever blocks something, and the cooldown on it had a bug before where it would reset instantly if it went away by itself, which was really annoying because he could just do like clone instantly after his clone goes away, and there wasn't that much downtime. But yeah, so if he ever blocks any attack, his ice clone will go away, which is massive if you hit him with a projectile, anything on block, or before there was times where you would jump in at him, hit him on block and then freeze because of the clone, which was pretty annoying. So now they fixed that. One of the other big ones is Takeda got a couple of fixes. He was having weird scaling issues, and he got a bug fix in Ronin as well. Now, this isn't all the changes that happened this patch, but I just wanted to cover some of the ones that I thought were pretty important. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll do a more traditional patch breakdown in the future when the patch hopefully comes out on time and I have more time to do it. But yeah, this one was really funky. The patch still isn't out on Xbox One, which is crazy to me. I can't believe it's still not out because, like I said, I'll be traveling soon. I'll be off at a tournament and I haven't had any chance to practice the new version of the game. So I'm really excited about that. Anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this patch breakdown and I'll see you guys again soon.